bị dụ chơi đấy. Má game nó bịp tôi.
Sao hả?
Tôi nhìn cái trailer tôi tưởng game trong sáng tích cực lắm. Đồ má nó vừa mới vô game nó cho mình đi chung với một cái băng. Đồ má tưởng anh em bạn bè thân thiết lắm, ngồi nhớ mặt nhớ tên từng đứa một, xong hồi tí sau chết hết cả lũ.
Đủ má. Nghe cay á.
Má mới giây trước còn chán chú chán anh, ngồi chiêu chiêu bên đống lửa nói chuyện chung Hoàng Huyên tâm sự quá. Kiểu như Red Dead rồi độ ma. Nhìn chiêu vãi. Vừa quay đi quay lại độ má cướp nó tới nó tàn sát hết cả lũ luôn.
Trời ơi. À, game tôi chơi nó còn căng hơn dây đàn nữa đâu ơi. Điều này nhiệm vụ đi làm shipper luôn. Death Stranding á.
Stranding biết rồi, biết game. Nghe shipper là nó nghi tới Death Stranding rồi.
Tại bữa lãnh free trên Epic rồi mới mua cái đây tôi cấp á.
Đồ ghê vậy.
Nhưng rồi nó mua có 90.000 ở đó, chưa tới 100.000.
Má sao lắp lâu thế nhỉ?
Damn, this wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Brett, you run the risk of getting into a place from which you will not return. I'm sorry, but this BP has been pushed beyond its limits. This also is the only option. Man, get cleaned up. Come to the president's office. We need to talk.
Bandage that wound of yours, would you? I don't want to have to raise you from the dead again. I gave you bandages. It ain't nothing too hard.
Đéo có dạng hết.
Try to eat something. An empty stomach won't do you no good. There's something for you on the table, and there's a pot on the fire. And there, have a water.
Đồ má móc cái mũ không có gì trên mũ luôn chứ.
What the fuck?
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Múc gì mà không thấy miếng nước rồi trên mũ luôn kìa. Trời ơi.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ.
Hey,
You're going to
In
need
the end,
all
you
the
bore the
saints
brunt for
watching
both of
over
us.
you.
May all
And
the
the
saints
Holy
watch over
đi
Virgin.
you.
lấy chân
Here
thôi.
you have someone up there looking out for you.
Má vòng đi vòng về, ôi mẹ hơn mấy cây số.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman. Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajena too. And let her save Sir Hans and deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace. Because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen. There's a water trough in front of the hut. Have a wash there.
Thought I told
so
you
you're
ghouls
fit
and
to face
BBs
the
were a
world.
dangerous combination. Huh, perhaps a shower is in order. You're still covered in chiralium. Don't want the president to see you like that.
How you talking about? She's dead.
You're upset. Is this about
Tiếng ném đâu ra
BB-28?
vậy?
You're something with your hair.
Well,
Tiếng Ngô
in
Huy
any
gì vậy?
ghouls and ghosts,
Seems Bajena isn't some
Gì? À tiếng
damn good set.
của game á.
Ờ.
Tại vì
Hết
cấm cái tai nghe dây mà.
đồ má con chó. Má chó bự quá luôn. Má nhìn chó này sợ thật chứ.
Đâu rồi.
Một cái máng nước để tắm đâu.
Ủa đúng
À đây.
ha.
Feel like a new man.
Thì vậy sẽ giống như cái thời vua Arthur dưới người ta.
Thời này thời Trung Cổ mà, Arthur thời cao bồ nó khác nhau chứ.
Vua Arthur của Anh chứ không phải là Arthur Morgan đâu đâu ạ.
À vua Arthur hả?
Đúng rồi.
Đúng rồi luôn.
Always be with you.
I did what you asked.
Rồi.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm
Watching
pleased,
high.
Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's
Má sao
what I
cảm giác
call
thoại trong
medicine.
game này nó nghe nó
Can
cứ
either
kiểu
put a dead man back on his
gọi sao
feet
ta?
or
Khách
make
sáo
sure he
ấy.
never gets up again.
Nghe không tự nhiên
So
nhỉ.
consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals
Ok,
with a
một
yellow
bông màu
center.
tím, một
At
bông
the
màu
back
trắng
of the
nhị
hut,
vàng.
there's a
Nhớ rồi.
footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least
Rồi đó
hide
có
him
một ẻ.
somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, And digging a grave's a tough
Ôi, vứt
job
mẹ nó
even
trong
for a
rừng đi cho
healthy
lẹ.
fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if
did well,
you think
Sam.
you can manage,
Where should I put him?
grab
Bridget.
the spade by the dung pile,
Your leg
and
is-
when you head
has a
out the
chance.
gate, follow your nose. And when you're done with that,
True.
I'll
America.
sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger.
Your
All right.
dream isn't dead. I don't want to hear it. This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Hồi nãy bà nói cái xẻng ở chỗ nào ấy nhỉ? Cái xẻng, cái xẻng, cái xẻng. Cái xẻng ở đâu?
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam, you're here too.
Hồi nãy bà nói cái xẻng ở chỗ nào quên bà rồi. Đủ quá, não cá vàng.
She hasn't aged a day.
Who knows why? My body's still.
Ô, con gì kìa?
I don't get to grow old.
Heo. Lợn. Cái xẻng, cái xẻng.
Serious then? Well, connecting everyone. What do you think?
À đây là đủ mát ngay kế bên luôn mà.
Someone has to succeed, Bridget. Sam.
Cái trong này à?
Chôn đó. Ngay ra bờ suối.
Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our
Thằng
nation.
này là một thành viên của băng cướp dí được mình tới đây nè.
Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam. Through this, I said my goodbyes to all.
Shit. Shoulder.
We never forgot about you, Sam.
Bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of bridges won. And we went west.
Suối đây này. Chắc ở đây là được rồi. À đây chỗ này quá, phải đào đúng chỗ mới được.
I led raiders in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
Just community after community joined UCA. And we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years. But we managed to make it all the way to Edgenot City.
Lột hết đồ nhỏ luôn.
Đã đủ quá.
Did every
Lấy đồ xong lấy hết người nữa, người trong cho nơi chuồng luôn, vãi luôn thật.
Mà
Being kept in a cell or anything like that. Allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued
Xong
independence
giờ
of
tôi đi hái
Edgenot.
hoa,
That's what
hái
the
hoa
keepers
bắt
are
bún.
saying. They want the UCA to leave the be.
Má giờ con chó sợ thì chứ, to vãi.
Who are these assholes again? Homo demons. Militant separatist group. They run Edgenot City. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing
Shoulder still hurts like hell.
Right.
Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Not even engineering Boyd out. Think the suicide that took out Central Lot was one of theirs?
Nai kìa,
Be. They're extremists like the demons everywhere. Plotting
cùng
in
bắn
the
vô,
shadow.
đéo có gì hết.
They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future.
Purple
If we
flower.
Americans
Sage.
don't
There we go.
get them, humanity won't survive.
Sẵn lấy là lấy nhiều nhiều luôn.
I carried my mother's message to people all
Má phải có cách xin đi nhặt hoa nữa chứ, trời ơi trời.
Ít đồ.
Then a few rather stay isolated, keep to themselves, go it alone. Like you, Sam.
Phiền thiệt chứ.
They think America can only be rebuilt by force, by
như đây
men
chắc
who
được rồi.
tell them what to do. You take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
That's
But you
it.
put all the
Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Vicenna on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the
They're
better.
a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together. To form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still
Đúng, mấy
isolated.
server này cũng có gái chơi Red Dead nữa.
To bring them.
Có phải không?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Vicenna's?
This contains all the necessary
Rồi
security.
má
Đâu
gì
đâu
đó,
nhỉ?
có địch nữa à.
Thấy sâu đâu không?
Có địch có địch.
Keep it west, Sam, and
Đi
reconnect
sâu gai
with
mà.
the whole Margaret Nation. And when you get to Edgenot City, find Emily and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how
The foul play.
Who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
See, it's like I'm not even here.
You're from Lord von
Tự
Berg.
nhiên đào lao ra làm gì trời.
You don't look like it.
Hulva!
Nó
What's
hướng
your
dẫn nó bảo nói
tongue,
chuyện
boy?
đàm phán với nó mà.
When I say we're from von Bergov,
Số đào không trốn để bà này mới nói
fucking
chuyện.
von Bergov. Who else would we be
Tại thấy
from
game nó hướng dẫn
anyway?
kêu là đàm
You
phán
can
nên
talk
tôi
to
ra
me.
nói chuyện.
Không.
Talk to Cold
Cái game này
Steel.
nó rộng hơn
Who
Red
the
Dead
hell
đó.
are you?
Làm gì
And
làm.
what are you doing
Ừ.
here?
Nhiều khi đừng có cư xử theo game.
Reconnect, it's not that simple.
I'm
All right,
Pavel.
Sam. Take it easy.
and I'm here to help Vicenna. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond.
Why not?
So that's where you should be looking. Not here.
Good idea.
There's no one like that here.
Is that so?
Leave it.
Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself with that. You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you.
And use it again.
This'll be quick, boy. What are you? This'll be quick, boy.
Còn bấm lúc nào cầm vũ khí là vậy quên bả rồi.
Rồi. Một.
Ây da.
You won't get me.
Má hết thể lực. Ây da. Ây.
Hey, what the blood?
Bon bon
Sacre! What the? Blood!
bon bon.
Show!
À mày chạy. Mày chạy.
Mày chạy hả?
Đánh không lại cái chạy hả mày?
Tí nó đập mấy con cớp nó giết được tầm mình.
Wow.
Cái lừa đó.
God in heaven, you look a sight. It's a wonder you're standing on your feet. My word, they worked you over good.
I fought them off as best I could. I was lucky to survive at all.
2 of them, eh? No wonder then. Show me that. I'll try and get you into better shape. I didn't go to the trouble of healing you just so you'd up and die on me.
Damn, what
Well
a bridges.
now, better?
Much better. Thanks a lot. And are you alright? They didn't harm you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry.
Maybe stranded.
I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Tốt nhất không cho bà biết đi.
I can't tell you any more about us. I know he doesn't quite look the part. But it's true that
Vậy mà bảo không nói đấy, đủ quẹ.
Ok.
it's up to him to decide what we can and can't tell you.
Game
It's
biệt
also
tôi.
true that we were ambushed yesterday down by the pond.
Nói cho bà
As God
biết.
is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us.
Sợ bà biết nhiều
sorry
quá
it
bà gặp
caused you
nguy
trouble.
hiểm ấy chứ.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word
Đó là một
for
câu
it.
chuyện buồn.
I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Bây giờ người ta biết game này cái câu chuyện nó không có tốt đẹp gì má. Mới vừa vô cho đồng đội chết hết rồi mà.
Nó đủ
Except
má
I
tào lao
have
vậy.
two fresh corpses in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you, but be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy.
Chamomile.
Excellent. Now I gave you two the last of my supply during the... It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back, but you can do it too. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me...
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I...
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Well now, I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about...
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice...
Of course. Everything we need is...
Indeed. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get
Questions,
started.
feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
Đụng quá, sách gì mà nhìn như sách phù thủy vậy?
Recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Those there are straight, not just used for walking right away, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see
Ủa rồi rượu vang làm gì?
why.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Days forward, containing power matters.
Rượu bắt rượu mạnh hay rượu vang quên mẹ rượu gì rồi?
What the? Okay.
Từ từ, à rượu vang. Nhớ rượu nếu nhớ rượu gì vậy? Đây.
Where did your BB bake up physiological data we collected from the work?
If you don't remember what goes in,
Just the best
so
guess.
what did you pour
After
in
you
there?
take it out for a spin,
Wide, of course.
we can check if you're
Like it
insane.
says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Nhiều thao
Hear
tác
that
thế.
bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Mà phức tạp thế. Đủ má nấu nồi thuốc luôn. Mẹ thanh xuân luôn.
Turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Đừng có một cái tính giờ nữa cho chơi.
That's one turn.
Tính thời gian nung.
That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Hồi ông bể cho sôi lên.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches in the dense ground as well as those of and repatriates.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Decontamination plant.
Đồ mẹ hoàng của mẹ nó hảo.
Bone secretion and dysfunction. There's a correlation between exposure and development of bones, as well as in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Pyrethroid contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. I should add that these showers have another function. The collection of blood, hair, fluids, and...
by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. Lại đi chôn xác nữa.
I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with
vậy?
it, go get some sleep. You won't
Giết
miss
thì
it.
không cơm, giết thì
And you
cơm
need
lộn.
the rest after
Quăng mẹ
everything
vô
that
rừng đi là
happened.
được rồi. Đâu rồi?
Chock full of pyrelium, but safe for you dooms guys to wear. It's all you need to go forth and reconnect with it. To make us whole again. Order. Don't care about connecting anything.
Má biết là game nó làm chi tiết thực tế rồi, nhưng mà tính ở này nó thấy nó phiền quá. Ôi mẹ mà suối đâu quên bả rồi.
Đầu hơi cái không sao.
Rồi mới nấu một nồi thuốc nấu nửa tiếng đồng hồ.
Nghe mày nói hồi nhiều combat chứ combat chết thì liền.
Towns and cities that pass through effect.
Fuck.
All dots.
This damn salt.
The infrastructure's there, but the chiral network is off.
Gì chôn người á.
Required and a small amount of data.
Hãy chôn xác cho bả chứ không lại để cái xác đó để trước nhà bả cho nó bốc mùi. Rồi nhà đâu rồi, đủ quá, lạc đường về nhà rồi.
Anyway, all you've got to do is find the nut, execute it, bring chiral communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, initiate zero-time massive data transmission using a network. And just like that, reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past.
Let's go.
Mà dưới cái cành cây, nhảy quá, đéo nhảy được luôn.
Since the Death Stranding movie hours ahead. And that, my friend, is how we beat this thing. Once you establish chiral communications, generating RAMs won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use those bridges.
Ôi, bây giờ chúng ta có đồi thông 3 cái mộ. Ủa cái xác đâu rồi? Chơi game có minimap quen, giờ game này không có minimap lú.
Map là bạn á.
Lọt mẹ xuống dưới này. Rồi, xong việc rồi, về thôi.
Details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check upstairs. Rob's waiting up there too.
Oh, Sakra. Someone got here before me. Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
All right. See what I can do.
We did what we could for Hans. The rest is in God's hands.
Ông 8 tiếng đi. Cho nó khoa học. Má lại flashback quá khứ nữa.
Kìa tôi chơi cũng vậy luôn Đào ạ. Độ flashback biết.
Đủ quá rồi, hôm qua chơi có nổi cái gì mà ba mẹ của thằng đó bị chết mà nó flash phải 3-4 lần. Tôi phải coi cảnh ba mẹ nó chết 3-4 lần liền. Tao biết là ba mẹ nó chết rồi, đừng có làm cứ quay lại được nữa được không?
Nó thích khơi gợi quá khứ hay sao á. Nó dạy cho mấy thằng không chơi phần 1 á, nhớ đấy. Còn không có má tôi chơi phần 1 để chơi phần 1 không nhớ cảnh nó như thế nào.
Where's my fucking sword? You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over.
I'll find you! Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry.
It's pasteurized.
Bây giờ trả lời.
Trả lời gì? Úi trời ơi, gái xinh. Con gái của bà già hả?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Úi trời
Để coi
ơi.
Were you having a nightmare?
Để coi Đào trả lời đó của Đào tới đâu. Để coi đâu. Để coi Đào suy nghĩ gì. Để coi Đào là thuộc vai hay là như thế nào.
I dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the
Ý
evening
là
while you were asleep.
người chơi á.
Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Đấy. Cái gì quan trọng nhất?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they
mẹ
murdered
hành
him.
trình đi làm shipper tiếp.
Sounds strange.
Trả thù quan trọng
I
nhất.
feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our
Rồi đây
family.
phải trả thù
Tôi
cho
nghĩ
ông
là
nội.
một đồ vật liên quan tới người mà khuất thì sẽ
It could
có
mean
quan
power
trọng
and
hơn.
responsibility. Or
Cái vấn đề đấy là
after all, a
cái đồ
sword
vật
has
hay là
two
gì?
edges, and it
Cái vấn
depends
đề
who's
á,
holding it.
Đạo trả lời á, Đào trả lời á, quan trọng nhất là cha thôi, nghĩa là Đào đếm quên được mối thù, Đào đã chấp nhận được là cha Đào chết, cha mới thằng đó chết. Còn cái vấn đề mà Đào chọn thanh kiếm á, có nghĩa là Đào chấp nhận là gia đình mất rồi, chỉ còn người kỹ vật thôi mình lấy lại.
The only one who can really
Vậy
understand you
Thì tôi cũng nghĩ vậy.
is you yourself.
Cái kỹ vật có thứ quan trọng.
I expect you're right.
Nghĩa là mình có chấp nhận được hay
The
không?
hard work will be on me. Yeah, but this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye,
Mình
that's
chấp
the
nhận được
best
hoàn cảnh
remedy
thì
for
không.
many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Ôi, sao tự nhiên trời nó đẹp thế?
Look who's finally up! Henry!
Hungry.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your
Thằng cha làm
debt,
tôi nhớ
fair
thằng Son
maiden.
đấy.
And I'm
Son mắt của
grateful
hai.
to you too,
Cái miệng cũng
Henry.
lèo lèo.
Regina told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third
Rồi
time.
cái mỏ lại nhại rồi cuối cùng nó cũng chết đó.
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, He got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think
Mẹ
twice.
có chiến gì vậy mẹ?
The thing
Mày
I
nhắm mày
want
chơi
to
lại nguyên
know
băng
is,
cướp không?
how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double.
36
I
cân.
recall there were two.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth.
Mưa xuống là ôn lằn.
Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Thanks for the help.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger, or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
Con đứng này mẹ ơi.
If
Đủ
you
quá mẹ
should
ngói
ever
đâu
find
vậy?
yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I say we kneecap this pussy.
Bad bitch and link up.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Mày mà nhà tốt thế cho ít tiền.
Nếu như người ta đầu tư cho mình làm gì người ta hả? Nếu như có người đầu tư cho mình thì mình làm gì?
Chưa biết nữa quá, chưa biết xài tiền trong game này như nào luôn rồi.
Thì đánh bài.
Quá mất dạy quá. Nãy sao? Vì đủ quá. Chưa kịp gạ gái đã bị chó dí rồi.
Cá xui vậy trời.
Thôi nghỉ ngơi.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
Mà mất mẹ cái túi đồ.
Đúng.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Dạ, nhìn hai thằng như hai thằng ăn mài á, kêu nói chuyện kiểu đó nó léo cho vào luôn á. Giờ bảo nó là hiệp sĩ đéo với thằng nào tin.
I am a messenger from Sahanash of Lipa.
Rồi nó hình luôn rồi, đéo cho thèm ra tiếp luôn rồi.
Đồ nó tin thằng ăn mày là nó tin sái cổ. Mất dạy không? Đồ.
Kìa nó ra kìa. Đủ quá gớm.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking
Tiếp bố mày like không?
I am Sir
Đủ má.
Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Đó, tựa quá.
Má lọt rồi. Nó dốt thêm tục luôn sao đó.
Now look here, you filthy beggar.
89
I'm not here for your amusement.
kg.
So get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy!
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanish would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in. Whether you
Má cho bố mày tháo hàng ra gái.
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Rồi xong.
What
Thank you.
the fuck
Long feeling the
was
loss of
that?
central custody. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization or the UCA. The embassy told us not to be edge off now. Get back out.
So now what?
Only long before we're back on track. Give luck.
There's only one thing we can do.
This is great.
Đi tắm trước đi ông nội.
Looks to be in good order. Soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Cái
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
Someone who stinks like a badger.
The second team was meant to bring Cupid. It was going to connect us up.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate?
What the fuck?
You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Oh.
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a
Má bắt đầu từ con số 0. Rồi.
And where will you find
Nghe cũng
decent
hợp lý ấy.
tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out,
có vốn mà
sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest?
Nó vốn là kêu lấy nó mua đồ ăn hết rồi.
To
nó
rattle.
đủ.
You just don't
Nó vừa lấy tiền nó đưa hết đến mua đồ ăn rồi.
crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection.
It's not your fault they died.
Given the distance we need to cover.
Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratar with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna jurat.
Audentes
Tôi có một
fortuna
lời khuyên chân thành cho là đừng bao giờ ăn đồ sống. Kể cả trái cây sống rau củ sống.
Đồ má, đồ ăn ngon nhất á. Nhìn như cám heo vậy.
Stuff. Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Úi trời ơi.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
I've heard that witch. Wench!
What I tell you.
Christ.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Quá mới thì vô nó bị chê hôi rồi. Nói chuyện kiểu gì đừng nói vậy.
Tại sao không im lặng đi rửa người trước?
Biết đâu.
Cứ sự biết là mùi.
Cái này phải bồn nước vậy? Bồn nước ở đâu vậy?
Hồi kia ông ơi, quán ta đó.
Mọi người chơi cái gì đây?
Kingdom Come.
Bất phải. Không ai chơi Red Dead à?
Aha. So that's why they sent
Bây
you
giờ
Wait a
tối
moment.
rồi mới chơi nhiều.
I'll be right back.
It's not a bad idea. Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, hey? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Ôi trời ơi. Đéo được rồi.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Con mẹ nó, lại đi xếp hàng. Xếp hàng.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so
No,
you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than
Ủa sao làm nó chỉ nhỏ rết vậy hả?
It's terrible about them
Sao làm nó chỉ nhỏ rết vậy? Nhỏ cho tôi nhiều tôi đến.
Thì nó nguyên cái xin nó chị rồi.
You can't pay what you owe me,
Nguyên cái
so
xin
I'm
đó.
putting you to work. Is that clear?
Ai biết?
Nó có đánh đầu không?
Không.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't
Nó có kêu nào im lặng.
Where are you actually from?
Đấy là nó chỉ cho tôi về thằng sứ giả kia rồi.
Ý là nó có kêu rào im lặng không? Đừng có nói cho ai biết là gặp nó ở ngoài không?
Không.
Rat tie.
Ôi trời.
That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back of me all
Nó chỉ bảo là nó chỉ giúp được tới đó thôi, còn lại là giờ tự lo.
Nó có bảo là ai có gặp tôi rồi thì cũng đừng có nói là tôi ở ngoài.
Hình như là không.
Ý là nó kêu mình im ấy, kêu mình im đi, đừng có nói cho cả làng biết là ai gặp nó ở ngoài. Ngoài rồi. Ủa sao kỳ vậy? Nó chọn hỏi kỹ ta.
Cái chọn hỏi bình thường mà. Ai biết đâu.
And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different than when
bà nhớ giữ câu chuyện
someone
hỏi dài để biết nhiều thứ.
Will Lord von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semaine is his vassal.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semaine. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Semaine is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semaine, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. So don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for von Bergov to pass.
It's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? My noble pizzle.
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble.
Học đi.
Someone
Học
saw
đi
me.
rồi. Học ấy. Đừng có thuyết phục, đừng có tự mình ấy. Để dạy vào. Ủa nãy nó dạy đào ba kiểu người trong xã hội chưa? Nó dạy đào ba kiểu người trong xã hội chưa? Ý là nó có dạy đào,
có mà tao không để ý lắm.
Ý là nó có hiện lên là đã học được ba kiểu người trong xã hội.
We're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort.
Đọc cũng không
Bit of
chạy
honest
nhớ.
work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the three states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Phong hóa châu Âu cổ.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate
Tao phải nói cho thằng này bắt thằng này đi mới được.
In short, be so kind as to get to work.
Đi về, nó đuổi rồi. Phải luôn, chó này.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
They say clothes maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honour? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
Come now, Henry. You can manage those few...
So, you simply are...
That is a warrior's lot, Henry. Conserving his strength till the next battle comes along.
Quá, không được à.
You simply...
Come now, Henry.
Đéo chứ.
Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, If it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for...
Bây giờ muốn làm gì nhất? Đi vô giờ đám cưới không?
Dear Henry.
Giờ kiếm tiền trước đã.
Dừng việc ấy, dừng cái việc giác bao tải trước. Đúng rồi, quay lại áo đỏ. Hồi nãy nhỏ đó, bà đảo bà cho đào thông tin ấy.
Sister Laws, and be a better.
Safe? What? There'd have to be 2 of us.
Cái áo đỏ ngồi kế bên mình đi.
Tôi đang coi mấy thằng này nó làm gì.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good day.
Good day.
Easy does it.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry though.
You must know young Lord Semin, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home. Always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits? Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, but high politics is nothing for me.
Thanks. I have to be...
Wait a moment. Since you're here, it occurred to me we could roll a few.
Oh, I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the...
You'd invite
Đọc
us.
cho kỹ nha.
You'd have to beat me
Đọc.
first.
Không.
We'll see about
Đọc
that.
cái này nè.
Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Đọc cái này đừng đến mua đó.
Cái gì phải khó đâu.
Khó. Đọc đừng đến mua. Mà tôi thấy đa số này ai cũng thua á. Chắc 90% người thua á.
Bạn bắt đầu trò chơi bằng cách gieo có 6 viên xí ngầu. Chẳng có viên xí ngầu có điểm mà bạn muốn giữ lại. Đẩy sang một bên và nhận điểm cuối. Đó là không nhiều lại. Thằng kia đi này hết xí ngầu. Nếu bạn không gieo được một viên xí ngầu nào có điểm thì là sao?
Tôi có đọc tới 2 trang hả?
Cái viên xí ngầu nào mà không được điểm ta? Nè cái câu mà nếu bạn không gieo được một viên xí ngầu nào có điểm, bạn sẽ mất toàn bộ số điểm đã tích lũy trong lượt này. Xí ngầu đó không có điểm là xí ngầu nào? Ta thấy xí ngầu nào nó cũng bỏ có điểm mà.
Viên nào cũng có điểm á. Từ khi nó không ra mấy đủ khí ngầu mình mới không được điểm. Lắc ơi, lắc thử.
Nào đọc ơi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 đúng không? 5 là 500 điểm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 là 7,
Kiểu như là
750
làm cho nó được
điểm.
cái tổ hợp đó, giống kiểu xì dách hả?
Nó cũng thì ba con ở đây, 4 con ở đây, 3 con ở đây, 4 con tận 4 con mà. Nhưng mà nó khốn nạn lắm.
Nào cứ chơi thử đi.
Bấm chỉ e cái con nào giữ được thì giữ. E.
Đây, giữ ba con này lại.
Không. Giữ và ghi điểm. Ghi điểm và tiếp tục hay là ghi điểm và bỏ lượt?
F không? Ý là tôi muốn quay thêm nhiều con xấu hơn á. Chặt để được xấu luôn.
Lấy 2 con 5 đi. Coi có điểm không? Hình như 3 con trở lên mới được điểm thì sao? Nó 2 con đừng 100 điểm. Lấy ơi, đừng lấy nữa. Bỏ, ghi điểm và bỏ lượt. Đừng lắc.
Ghi điểm bỏ đừng lắc.
Lắc nữa là nó không được điểm nào luôn.
My God, I'm
quá
done.
nhiều điểm của mình rồi.
Lộn thôi.
Giữ luôn 2 con 1. Sao giữ luôn 2 con 1?
Đừng có không vậy à.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Mớm
cất rồi.
Mớm bắt hết điểm đó.
Hiểu sơ sơ rồi.
Ủa rồi.
These ones here.
Rồi nó lụm.
Finally.
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
Biết đại đào đừng giữ mà bỏ lượt luôn để
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance.
Đừng có chơi với mấy thằng có gì ngầu bằng sắt.
You'll have to find.
Cái lồn mới chơi còn phụ lồn có cái gì chi ngầu vải lồn.
One beer. What? You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Oof. That isn't half heavy.
No. God grant you.
Mang vô đâu vậy?
What did I do to you?
Không mang vô cái cửa nhà bà. Cửa nhà bà, cái chỗ mà đang đứng nói chuyện với bà.
Ai đây đậu qua. Má, thằng lù kia đéo phụ.
Đâu, phụ làm gì? Làm đâu có dinh nhiều đâu mà. Để nó ngồi chỉ lộn.
but the two of us managed to get away. Hey, innkeeper, that mayor. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We lost everything. What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough! Cut it out, both of you!
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Capital North City and reconfiguring settings.
Tại sao tao không phải bị đánh vậy? Đủ quá.
Yeah! We'll finish this quickly.
Good, let him have it.
Filthy vermin! You're no match for us, fucker! Shame on you! I'll hack your ass off! Useless! These days, no one's ever really safe.
Fucking hell!
Không ép được kìa. Không đỡ không được kìa.
Thế lực đồ đỡ.
Còn phải té.
Lo faran también que...
Ủa sao nó không lên lực hồi? Sao cái hơi lực nó đéo hồi?
Đi luôn từ
Nó đứng im luôn mà thấy lực nó không hồi kìa. Phải lộn. Thì mẹ game khó phải lộn vậy.
Thì sao gặp mấy tớp luôn má đập chết.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Get some rest. You and your people are both exhausted.
Rồi
sao?
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
Sam.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
How are things over there?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Thank you. I mean that.
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance.
No.
If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you have to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Building America isn't going to get rid of the BTs.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life! You're fucking useless! You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt!
Vô dụng với cái linh.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
Cậu mới nó có tình mình chịu lại cho nó rồi mà nó vô cái chửi mình thì để cái thằng này.
My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Ladies, time to go home. Well, I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Enough! Otto!
Hey! Open Virgo!
Sao số nó khổ dữ trời.
Come on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
That. Take the sample with
You can do as you
Should the
like.
opportunity arise, try using it
You
on the
can go and
BT.
carry
I'm
sacks
curious to see
or
how
dig
they react.
latrines.
You know,
I'll look
may
after
even prove
myself.
beneficial to you.
I'll go and see Lord von
There was
Bergov at the
involved
wedding.
research paper detailing
bid
the
you
effects of
farewell.
of individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's
If I were in your shoes,
and our doomed
I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
There may well be hope for
All right,
humanity.
off you go.
Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
Mấy giờ ta?
After you make your
1 rưỡi rồi.
Mày chơi tới đây thôi.
Chắc xong cái cutscene này đi ngủ quá.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstrom.
Hey, you to take a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Oh, maybe it'll help you rest this year. We received a number of messages addressed to you. Not taking a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they can